The biggest building project so far, by Mindfact, is taking shape. Everyone can join their server and help building New York in 1:1 scale. By getting the outlines of a building in the city, you can build it by yourself and submit it when you're done. With this method, the team already have a lot of buildings which will be copied into the original world step by step. Hopefully we will see some detailed footage next week, but until then, feel free to join their server with the IP mindfact.de. A few hundred miles southwest of New York, we have Atlanta and its surroundings. Built by 16 people, this city is probably the second largest project so far. I was invited to their server to take some video clips as you see in the background. The team already built blocks of Atlanta, but also part of the Georgia University campus and Athens, a city a few miles away. If you like what you see and would be interested in a more detailed showcase of the buildings in particular and the progress, feel free to take a vote in the upper right corner. I look forward to an extra video about this city. Of course, there are more large city projects like that. For example, Raleigh in North Carolina. Stay tuned for next episode as we may get a better look on that too. If you are already interested in the city, you may watch the showcase by the builder himself on his channel. The link to that will be in the description. Only a few hours after the third episode came out last week, the new map projection was released. Although it made almost every build so far unusable, it created new opportunities. In many areas of the world, we now have undisordered terrain due to the new edited Dymaxion map projection. The developing team contacted a mathematician to calculate and measure the new projection so it works with the Terra 1:1 mod in Minecraft. Pippin FTS made a new video about this, which is also linked in the description. It explains everything really clear, although it might be a bit over-dramatized. Anyways, due to the change, we have an almost perfect recreation of the world now. Although many of the buildings in this episode had already been changed, there are still a lot of builders who will have to reconstruct everything. Mainly the large projects like Atlanta or Raleigh will take a lot of time to get completely reconstructed. I am building too, and also for me the new projection deleted hours of work. But by rebuilding the houses and creating everything again, I had an idea on how the house will look when it's done. That's why I knew how to make things faster and also better than before. I also want to point out another misunderstanding from the last episodes. In some builds I entered Team Traction as a builder, but this was wrong. The screenshots from minute 240 in the first episodes were from Piberius. Originally, it was a one-to-one project from London that started years ago and has nothing to do with the one-to-one Earth project. If you upload screenshots from buildings not by you, please add the name of the builder and the context. As many people may have already realized, most of the screenshots are from the Showcase channel on Discord. But of course, feel free to add me in Discord if you want to share your work. Also, Melbourne in Australia is getting constantly bigger. Where in the first episode we could only see parts of a building, we now discover many houses, roads, tram tracks and even bridges. To conclude, the biggest projects so far are New York, Atlanta, Raleigh, Hong Kong and Melbourne. As already mentioned, message me on Discord if you know other big projects. Thank you for watching and be sure to also check out the first news episode by the official Build the Earth YouTube channel.